Hey guys, I wanted to do this next video standing for a couple of reasons. One, the lighting in the other room was just freaking terrible and the table wouldn't stop shaking. And standing is good for you, whatever. So yeah, this is my cat. He really thinks that the camera is something you should rub against. It's not. So, sorry kitty. So anyway, I wanted to just kind of go over what my consult was like when I met the surgeon. So when you have Kaiser, or at least like the Mid-Atlantic Kaiser, I don't know if other places do it differently, but the way I did it was there was a 6-month program, then you get approved by the board, and then you meet your surgeon. Some places have you meet the surgeon first, and then the surgeon kind of puts you through this program. So I got to the point where I was meeting the surgeon. I'm in this program to begin with because no one could really figure out why I was gaining 10 pounds a month, like consistently. And so that's why I started this program. So I started the 6-month program. For fake round numbers, we're going to say 1,080 pounds. Then by the time I was done with, 3 months in, I was 1,110 pounds. Like I'd gained 30 pounds. So the nutritionist kind of took that information and was like, maybe you're not writing things down. And I was like, look lady, like this has been 3 months now. I'm telling you the truth, blah, 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 blah. She was like, yeah, okay, well, whatever. I guess keep working at it. I was finally able to get that weight off. I lost a total of 23 pounds doing the Whole30, which was the book, like It Starts With Food or whatever. I was able to do that. Then I plateaued. Luckily, I lost enough weight to meet my criteria or whatever. And then I plateaued. And I was like, holy crap, I miss cheese. So I ate some cheese and then I started not doing the Whole30 anymore. I only made it about 18 days, but in 18 days I lost 23 pounds, which was great. So, and it like let me hit my requirement, which was awesome. And then, I obviously started gaining a little bit back because whenever you make a dramatic shift like that, things are going to happen. So I gained a little bit of weight back after my final nutrition visit. The surgeon basically told me, look, I've been doing this for a very long time. I know when people are lying to me, you must be lying to yourself and you're not writing down things that you're eating because you gained blah, blah, blah weight back. I don't even remember how much it was because it just seemed so minimal to me. It was like, oh, this could be water weight. Like it was totally something very small. And I'd also heard that people had gained 13 pounds and through this same surgery group and they had no problem. And so I thought, oh, whatever, this is a couple pounds. It was like maybe 5 or 6 pounds. And I was like, oh, well, this should be no problem. Well, she asked me if I was exercising and I was like, oh, actually I kind of like really got into it. I've been walking around my neighborhood every morning and night and I blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Go to the gym. I do this, I do that. That's helped me lose those 23 pounds. And she kind of just looked at me and then looked away. Then she is silent for a couple of minutes and then she tells me, oh, well, I need you to lose some of that weight. You need to lose some of that weight before you can get scheduled. So that really hit me really hard. I was kind of going through this with the expectation that I was going to be getting surgery around the same time as a friend of mine who I have made through this program, Stephanie, and it was just really hard for me to hear that, like, holy crap, here's another delay, because right after I got approved by the board, I had a few little hiccups. Like my EGD took a really long time to finish or to get scheduled and just kind of get out of the way, get completed. And then my consult was just like pushed so far back. I mean, I got approved by the board October something, and then I got my consult date was just like, it seemed like ages away. I mean, at this point, like looking back, it wasn't even that far, but it seemed like it was so far because a lot of people were getting their consult dates like immediately. And so it was just kind of like another hit. And I was like, holy crap, I feel so defeated. So she basically was just like, look, you need to start exercising and you're obviously lying to yourself. And I was just like in shock and wanted to punch her and I wanted to cry and I did cry and it was really awkward. but, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, it's her job. I guess she knows what she's doing, so whatever. A lot of people have asked me why I haven't changed surgeons or decided to go to Mexico or go with a different surgery group. There's a lot of reasons for that. My appointment with her was at 5:30 on a Tuesday, and I thought it was kind of weird that it was so late because it was an hour and a half appointment. So I think maybe she just kind of maybe had a bad day or maybe a long day, and I was her last patient, and she was just like, oh, another one, not by the book, you know. And so I'm not going to hold it against her for doing her job, and it is what it is. And I also have heard other good things about her, and she performed Stephanie's surgery, and everything was fine there. So I don't want to have to start over too. Very selfishly, I could go to a whole different thing. One of the main reasons I wanted to get the surgery out of the way before the new year was I want it done as soon as possible, very selfishly. Secondly, my insurance rates were about to skyrocket, and I knew that, and so I wanted to get it done before the end of the year so I could switch insurance companies and not have to pay so much and not have to start over. My insurance went up. Everyone is different, so please don't think that yours is going to be the same as mine, but I was paying $46 a month. I'm currently paying, starting January 1st, I will be paying $236 a month. So it went up by quite a bit, and I'm not making, like, it went up by like 5 or 6 times, and I'm not making 5 or 6 times the amount of money that I was making last year. I am making more, but not, God, I wish I made that much. So it kind of sucks that that's where I'm at now, but I didn't want to have to start over, so I'm paying that stupid rate. And same reason I don't want to go to another surgeon is because I don't want to have to start over, very selfishly. I could start over. I could go with a surgeon who's maybe nicer, a little bit more lenient, whatever, but you know, I've made it this far, and I just don't want to have to start over, and I think that, you know, my surgeon was doing her job and telling me what she told me, and well, that's what it is. It is what it is. So, bleh. Why am I not going to Mexico to do it? Because they don't have a program. Well, because they don't have a program. I mean, that, like, I truly have, like, this sense of fear for, not that anything is wrong with it. Tons of people go through it every day and are totally fine. But I have like terrible anxiety. And it really, like, shocks me that some surgeons and some insurances don't require you to do this program, because I think that it really helps you gear up and be prepared. And, you know, it's like going into war. I mean, they can't prepare you for everything, but for the things they can prepare you for, you should know what you're getting into. And so for that reason, I really like this program, and I think it was very beneficial. Secondly, I have a large fear of, you know, getting surgery in a country that I wouldn't even drink their water. So there's that. Not that anything's wrong with that. A lot of people do that. Every day people go to Mexico to have this surgery, but I, again, with all of my anxieties, like, just not happening. So I also hate change, so I'm just sticking with it. I'm just going to stick with her. Hopefully she's not mean to me, whatever. So I finally have my surgery date. It is January 19th, 2016. I am currently a little nervous because I have a couple of pre-op appointments to go to, just to make sure that, like, all my blood work comes back fine and everything. So on the 28th is my first of those appointments, and it's just with my PCP, but with Kaiser, everything, all of your health information is just kind of like in this big system, and all of your providers can see it. So I don't want to go in on the 28th and be like, sorry, I'm hiccuping. I don't want to go in on the 28th and have the surgeon be like, oh, hey, I saw in your file that you've gained a little bit of weight back, and we're going to push back your surgery, because I have gained a little bit of weight back. My dad had open heart surgery unexpectedly, and he's had a little bit of complications with that post-op, so it's been really hard for me, and I know that's not an excuse. I mean, that's obviously why I am where I am, because I do use food as a crutch, and I am addicted to food, but it's not my excuse, it's my reason. It is my reason. My dad was going through a lot of stuff, and I did not have the self-control. So that's it. So I have gained like 7 or 8 pounds back this morning. It looked more like I had gained 12 pounds back, but as I go throughout the day, it's like maybe I didn't gain 12 pounds back. I don't know if my scale's being stupid or what. We did just get a new scale, but I don't know. Either way, I have gained weight back that I need to lose. And I want to lose it before the 28th because I just don't want the doctor to see all that. But then my next appointment will be January 3rd or 4th with anesthesia. And then I need to do a chest x-ray, need to have a bunch of blood tests, my A1C checked, like vitamin levels and all that stuff. And then I need to have a pregnancy test. And then I meet the surgeon the following day, and then my liquid diet starts. So 2 weeks of liquid. I've been talking to quite a few girls. I noticed that mostly girls are having the surgery. There are a couple people on my Instagram page. By the way, Instagram, follow me. It's VSG Chelsea. I have been talking to a lot of the girls who only have like a 1-day liquid diet or like 2 days or a week. Mine is 2 weeks pre-op, 2 weeks post-op. So a lot of people find that really shocking, but it is what it is, and I'm going to try and follow their directions as best I can. I don't know what else to say because I didn't make talking points, so yeah. But I think you guys are nice, and I think you should follow me on Instagram, and we can be friends, we can talk more. I'm like obviously a lot more active on Instagram than I am on YouTube, considering I haven't made a YouTube video in how many months now. But you guys know I don't like making videos when my boyfriend is here, and right now he's watching Star Wars, so I took this opportunity at 11 o'clock at night to put on a full face of makeup and look like crap still and make a video for you guys. I just like threw it on. Oh, I guess it's not that bad. But anyway, I just kind of threw it on so I didn't look like a dead person for you guys. But yeah, Instagram, VSG Chelsea. I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. And yeah, I didn't have to be so close just then. Follow me on Instagram and follow me on here too, because the more followers I'll have, the more likely I am to actually update this, because I feel like maybe no one's watching and I'm just like talking to myself. But sometimes it's nice to just talk to myself. Like I could just talk for so long. It's already been so long. So goodbye.